talked about the first place White Sox and Cubs.
We also talked with our boy Darnell Mayberry of The Athletic about those Bulls, man.
And we paid tribute to John Thompson, Cliff Robinson, and Chadwick Boseman.
Make sure you tune in, continue to rock with the bigs. You are on the soil. What's in it for the Black People Media?
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get Secured Home and Automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. The first 10 callers receive a free camera valued at $250. Call now, 708-251-5069, or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers, certain restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. So many politicians are involved by special interests and major corporations instead of the citizens who elected them. I will not be bought. I will finance my own campaign in good faith to the voters of Illinois and promise to serve with integrity at all times. I'm asking for your support as I run for U.S. Senator in 2020.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Mike Love and the Dig!
Or Mike Love and the Dig.
Go, Mike Love, I got a question. Hey, are you ready to go down?
Here we go again.
It's all about the bad boys, baby.
Hey, what's up? This is Mike Love.
Hey, what's up? It's Biz.
Of Bad Boy Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. This ain't 1999, man.
Yeah, man. It's Chicago famous.
Say what? We're old guys now.
Oh, I'm hurt. My back. We are back starting September 8th.
Get ready, Chicago. That's right. We are coming back on the air.
3 to 6 p.m. on What's in it for the Black People Media.
Chicago famous.
I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Tax burden of the average middle-class American goes way beyond income taxes. There are sales taxes, real estate taxes, gasoline taxes, and many, many more. As an international businessman, I know that by reducing the billions of dollars we give to other countries, we could help fund our own country. We need to rethink our tax laws and lower the taxes for our own citizens.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
WIFTVPN.
Live from What's in it for the Black Media Studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn.
It's Dawn Millhouse from the Book of Dawn.
Here's Dawn.
Sounded like somebody white there. Hey! It's Dawn Millhouse from the Book of Dawn. I'm going to have to change that. That sounded not like Teflon. Good morning! Good morning. If you were supposed to be in the living room for work at 9 o'clock, you're late. Hurry up and get there. Good morning, y'all. It's the Book of Dawn on What's in it for the Black People Media from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We had the conversation about what the C stands for, right? Mm-hmm. Central. Not the other word, right? That means be on time. And if you have to leave and drive to work, then you just put it on your phone. You know, we're mobile now. We can watch it on our phones. We can damn near watch it anywhere. Yeah. Amen. I cussed 2 minutes in already. My bad. What I gotta say? What's up to the gang? What's up to the double E's? Lisa E and Esco.
Hey. Happy Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day. Hump.
I love that commercial with the camel.
Oh,
brilliant! That was brilliant.
I was going to a different hump, but okay.
I saw your face. I was like,
yeah,
so
we
can
say that for the 10 o'clock hour. We can say that when we talk about
right?
Sex. Yeah. We are grateful. Thank you for listening yesterday. Thank you for rocking with us. I see that our background, I feel like they are in their feelings, these guys around here. I heard Maze talk about the numbers, and I see the graphics.
What are 4,000 views?
Yeah, I'm just saying. They mad a little bit or not?
16,000 stars?
I'm just saying.
Those numbers?
Yeah. You think they mad a little bit? little salty.
No, just day one.
Yeah, come on. Ladies, you gotta hang with us. Guys, too, though. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Because Mr. Millhouse told me when I got home, you know that you have to represent for the men as well. And I said, okay, fair enough.
We got tons of male.
You've got a lot of guy friends. I mean, even Mays. So you have to be even. I said, okay, I'll play fair sometimes. Right? Yeah. We saw your comments. We tried to literally read and like every comment because it definitely matters. Taking the time to show you that we appreciate your support. Facebook shut me down, though, about 60 likes and replies in. They're like, yeah, this repetitive thing you're doing, you're a scammer. So I promise I will go back and complete it, and every time they shut me down, I'll just go back and complete it. It might take us a couple days, but we promise that we'll do it. We did hear you say that you couldn't hear Esco, and so we made sure. Mic check. You in there, Esco?
Yes. How about now,
Hey,
guys?
we can hear today.
We gotcha.
And Lisa.
I was using my indoor voice.
Oh, you were using
because your voice
mature.
is so beautiful. Mine's like, ah.
You were using your mature voice. I find it. Esco told me I have to find my inner self.
Only when we're getting angry.
Okay, because like in the history of a woman getting mad, whoever told her to calm down, right?
And I'm trying to come out of my shell. Because, I'm very reserved and, I don't really talk too much.
That's your problem.
Yeah, right. With the double E's. Listen, Lisa, a lot of comments. People were so happy to hear your voice. They're like, is that Lisa E?
Because there was no camera.
Oh, gotcha.
So we couldn't see you.
Gotcha.
Oh, they know my voice. It's just like that radio thing. Like from, Tennille, Dewana Steele.
Oh, yeah, Tennille was so excited.
Yeah. I love Tennille, too. Yeah, she's sweet.
That's the boss. Yeah. That's the boss of
Yeah, she's great. She does a lot. I love her.
She's the only woman that really, other than Esco, can boss Mays around.
She's my boss.
Yeah,
everything I've learned, she's a mentor. She doesn't know, but she's a mentor.
I'm with it. Tennille's the boss lady, and she does like the Chicago. Doesn't she have something like with the mom squad? Yeah. Shout out to the mom squad. Are you? Is that for empty nester moms too, or just?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You'll be surprised because that's especially right now when school's back in session. It's a real thing. Okay. A lot of kids. Well, now maybe they're not leaving. That'd be a great topic, though.
Yeah. Maybe we can have the boss on.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Would I qualify, even though I don't have, physical kids, but, my students, they all come to me, people come to me with their problems for everything. Yeah. And then all the furry babies, I was a mommy because I had my furry child. So.
Well, Lisa, teachers are other moms.
Yeah.
Or at least a real good parent would position it like that, because teachers have your kids in traditional school settings as long as you do.
Somebody call me a real mother. No. Yeah.
Sexy mother. Yeah. Party like it's 1999. So today we got it's a lot of stuff trending, Lisa. What's happening in the celebrity game?
Well, so speaking of you, Dawn, it's kind of funny that today, we want to do things trending. So literally on Good Morning America, about a half hour or so ago, they just announced the new, and some people like Dancing with the Stars, some people don't. Guess who's going to be on Dancing with the Stars? And it's so funny because it's Dawn's second day, and one of Dawn's very close friends is going to be on Dancing with the Stars. So I'm going to give you a couple of other people. Tyra Banks is taking over as the host. So we got Carol Baskin, the crazy chick.
Wait.
Tyra
Banks is no more Tom they took Tom and Aaron Andrews off. Tom Bergeron, which I really like.
Is that the one that jumps on the table?
No, that's what's his face, the judge.
Okay.
Beautiful darling. Yeah, those are the three judges. Tom was always the one, he was one that did the funniest home videos and stuff.
Yeah. They took him off?
Yeah, they took him and Tyra. Yeah, so they just revamped it. But so I'm going to tell you your friend last. So Carol Baskin, you guys know her from the Big Cat Rescue on the series Tiger King, the crazy lady. She's on it.
She's a comedian, right?
No. But she's funny, yeah. Vernon Davis, who's a former American tight end from the NFL. Ooh, is he sexy?
Is he fine?
Yeah, he's very sexy.
You guys show me a picture of him.
Anne Heche, the actress. AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys. Nelly, who's a friend. I'm gonna get Nelly on here. Nelly, yeah, Nelly
take off his clothes.
I love Nelly. Nelly is so competitive. When Nelly would always be late. When we used to put Nelly on the show for interviews, he would always be late. But when we played a softball game, Nelly and all his St. Lunatics played our morning show with Trey the Chocolate Jock, and they beat us. Do you know Nelly called in the next day because we played on a Sunday? Why was he early calling in? That was the only time he was ever on time. So he could throw it in and say. But, so I'm going to give you a couple hints, both of you guys. So this is a former NBA legend.
Okay.
This is
narrow that down just a little bit.
Right. Don does a lot of parties with them. So he did play for the Bulls. He also played for the Knicks. He's known for some of his altercations with people.
Say no more. Bulls, Knicks, altercations. The only two altercatorers, is that the word I just made up? Would be Dennis Rodman and Charles Oakley. And Dennis better not be him.
Charles Oakley is going to be on Dance with the Stars.
Charles gonna dance.
And that's one of Dawn's like close friends.
Okay. And he can't talk. Love him to death. What's up, Charles?
Can he move?
If on a basketball court, maybe.
Well, give us a good, before we take our break, give us a good Charles Oakley story. We got
he's cooking. He's a chef. So I'm trying to figure out, he's a chef. He's married. He has he's got big kids and little kids. He did what a lot of old people do. He's got a first set of children and then a second set. Not old people like me, because I don't want anything other than grandchildren. I'm not having no more babies. I will not be that part of the mom squad. However, they live in Georgia. He still has a place up in New York, and he's a chef. He's been on like Top Chef or Chopped or one of those shows. So, yeah, and he likes to fight. We know that. And one of the homies now works for the Knicks, right? Wes. Wes is the director.
WWES.
Yeah, the Worldwide Wes. Worldwide.
What mess did he get into? I'm not really familiar.
Okay, so he was at a game, and who did he argue or fight with? It was somebody in the stands.
He wasn't even playing, though. Right. This was when he was at the Knicks game.
Yeah, he was at the game, and
they ejected him.
I don't know if he was high or not high, but somebody said something.
And they ejected him.
And he got kicked out of the stadium forever.
And this wasn't even, he wasn't even playing.
And arrested.
That's not fair.
I don't know this.
Well, we're going to get him on the air. We're going to get him on the scoop. Yep.
Will we be able to understand him? Because Charles.
That's your boy. He's going to do it. He'll do it for you.
He can't talk. I'm sorry. Hey, hope he's listening or not.
We got a lot of,
a lot of stories.
Horace, Mike Tyson. Well,
Mike's calling. I talked to Mike.
Yeah, but
I know y'all want to talk to the champ.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't understand him either.
Yeah, but it's just because he has to speak louder. It was like
he got like a cartoon voice.
He does have a cartoon voice, but people love to hear it. At least you can understand it. It's not mumbly. He might say a wrong word.
He got hands. He don't need words.
We like the animated cartoons, you know what I'm saying?
You're so silly.
And you know what, Dawn, if you don't go to commercials, I'm going to be very, very mad.
Oh, that's the producer. That's the super producer. Listen, stick with us. Good morning. Thanks for all the stars. I'm going to need, it's only 3 people listening. You're going to wake up and turn your damn Facebook on. Good morning. You're listening to The Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse on What's in It for the Black People Media. We'll be right back. WIFTBPM.
What's up? This is Mike Love.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Diz.
Sounds like Bad Boy Radio.
Yeah, but it's not Bad Boy Radio because we are now Chicago famous, but we are back on the air.
3 to 6, Monday through Friday, starting September 8th.
All right, you tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody it's going down. Not only will you hear us on air, but you'll be able to see us as well, and that's all going down September 8th from 3 to 6.
What's in it for the Black People Media? Make sure you check us out.
Chicago famous.
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get secured home and automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. The first 10 callers receive a free camera valued at $250. Call now, 708-251-5069, or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers certain restrictions apply.
On the next episode of On the Soil with the Bigs, we got the one and only Cubs 2016 World Series champion Jason Hayward, a.k.a. Jay Hay, rocking with us.
Tune in this Thursday, September 3rd, only on What's In It for the Black People Media. You rocking with the Bigs.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Tucson Warner and Herb Howard. You'll never breed a warrior.
Warriors, come out to play.
You hear that? And that's what's happening at every angle. They're creating paradigms where we can only raise feminine men.
Yes.
Whether they're homosexual or not, they feminine as shit.
Because all masculinity is toxic.
All masculinity is toxic in a war-torn society where the dominant society is saying to your ass, we don't never want no warriors.
Right.
You bastards. Any book you've ever read, you can read the Bible, goddammit. When they go and they destroy some shit, they kill all the boy babies.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't even want you growing up to think you're going to do some shit to me.
Animals do the same thing. If I come over here and I take over this village now or whatever, like this going to be my pride. First thing I'm doing, killing the male boys. Like killing the male babies.
Don't you even grow up with that.
Don't you even think about it. Okay?
Bitch.
Right. You ain't my daddy, you damn right I ain't your daddy. Fuck your fort, little nigga.
Fuck your fort.
You love me, Dad.
I laugh at this shit in public.
That's real.
I laugh at this stuff in public.
That's real though, right? Tucson Warner and Herb Howard live on What's In It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
WIFTBP.
Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
Okay, welcome back. Listen, before I go into some clarification about our brown door guest yesterday, because the story was left a little bit unfinished and with a little bit of the real truth of how we met. I just wanted to remind you that if you are looking for any beauty products, you should shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty Supply. It's your business is appreciated and respected. It's located at 8158 South Cottage Grove. Solo Beauty Supply can supply every need of beauty. Eyelashes, even the ones that are like that. Hair, makeup, toenail, everything. All things beauty at Solo Beauty.
And you like chapstick.
I love chapstick. I got some chapstick from Solo Beauty Supply. All your black hair care needs are there. They're open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Or if you're still not coming outside because of the pandemic, you can go online to www.solobeautysupply.com and order to be delivered. How about that?
Easy. How cool.
How cool is that? So yesterday we started our feature that we'll do every Tuesday, and it's called Behind the Brown Door. It was conceived because we wanted to integrate moments of MV for all my KTLOs, and you guys, Esco, you don't know what a KTLO is, but Lisa, you do. So a KTLO were the people that supported us day in, day out, rain, snow, sleep, shine. It's an acronym for keeping the lights on. So they were the people that literally kept the lights on the entire 3 years because they were there.
That blizzard.
Do you remember that? Oh God, that's a whole nother story. Yeah. Do you remember that?
That was a blizzard.
Dude took my phone.
That's a story. Yeah, took her phone.
Yeah, and went home.
Took her phone
and
hostage. took her phone hostage, trying to talk because people do weird things to try and get to Dawn. I've seen it. I've seen people doing stuff. Dawn's like, I'm happily married, thank you.
And I'm like, we're leaving for them. I'm like, where's my phone?
Has anybody waited for you after work?
No, thank God I had security. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mr. Millhouse always made sure that somebody left the building with me because we were on Grand Avenue and it wasn't quite the Grand Avenue you see right now. So it was important to. And then I always had a closer. My nephew and bar star Twan Cruz always closed with me, so they wasn't ready. They didn't want to roll up. That was Teflon. But this Brown Door experience will always be fun, informative, entertaining, and feature somebody that you really want to hear from. So what we did yesterday was we started with the person that helped create the Brown Door, and that was my husband, Mr. Millhouse, president, CEO, and founder of Millhouse Engineering and Construction. Hopefully he got some hits for some jobs that they're trying to fill. 30 jobs, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to help fill them too. I heard they got some referral fees. I'm about to call some friends up. Hey.
I'm telling you, Esco, that's Christmas money early, right?
I'm gonna get 5 referrals.
So they asked him how did we meet, and he had this really Cliff Note version of the story, right? So I just wanted to put it out here for factual.
What really happened?
What had happened was.
And excuse any noise you guys hear in the background. We have construction right now, so I apologize for our dust.
Oh, it's okay. I like Millhouse Engineering, Construction. It all goes together. So what really happened, and you can ask any of my former staff, he wasn't that nice, right? He was a little edgy. He was a little boss man, right? Yeah, right. Facts. And when he used to come in, I used to be like, oh my gosh, here he comes again, because he thought he was that dude. He didn't know that I was her, like that girl. And so after coming in a couple times, he came in and I wasn't there. He had the audacity to ask the manager on duty to call me so I could come in because he was requesting. Like, who does that, right?
So you weren't.
I wasn't at work the day.
But he requested that she did.
So imagine.
Girl, where they do that at? And I was like, and they called me and I'm like, I'm in hella far south at a volleyball game with my daughter. And they're like, Mr. Millhouse is here. He's requesting you. Huh? Like that sounded like.
And you weren't even wait staff. You ran everything. You did help people because you just did that.
Because you know what? Waiting tables is probably still hands down my favorite job. Like I like the people. You know, you can make some money. Don't sleep on servers. You know, since pre-COVID, those servers down in those busy restaurants downtown were making 6 figures.
And it's the second day of the month.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of all the service workers. Rent was due yesterday. There's no second stimulus check. My goodness.
Yeah.
So when I tip,
Yeah,
I tip triple now.
Yeah, because because they're getting 1/3 or less of the business. Yeah, definitely. A lot of the old heads are getting let go in a lot of the restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Like at Gibson's, one of our favorite servers, he aged out because they can't afford to hold him in COVID. I completely went a different direction.
So going back, right?
So Mr. Millhouse, after I finally decide he's nice enough for me to talk to, because he kind of the edge came off, right? We would chat, you know. We ended up he left his credit card one time at a busy night. He left his credit card, or the server didn't give it back. I called him the next morning and I'm like, Mr. Millhouse, your card, you left your credit card. It was a black card. I was like, you left your credit card, you should come get it, because DH from back in the day might have used it. Not this Dawn, not Dawn Millhouse, but she might have, went on a shopping spree or something,
I'm
right?
taking a
in
break.
Milan with 2 of her friends.
That's 1,000.
How much is 3 round trip flights?
Yeah, I'm just saying that was like some years ago, but everything was game back then. Those are stories for you. And so I called him. I said, Mr. Millhouse, your card, you left your card. I'm all professional. And he goes, oh, I'm traveling. I'll have to see when I can come back and get it. Bruh didn't come back and get the car for like 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, either he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs or he's really like that dude. Fast forward, he comes back, he gets his card. He says, I might as well buy a cocktail while I'm here and give me the Johnny Walker Blue at the top. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I pour like the shot to the Like I took a knife and swiped it off because I'm not giving you.
That's like a top of the line drink, right? You know, you're talking to top shelf. Yeah, you know, you're talking to
the top of
Yeah.
the shelf.
Okay, you're talking to a Pepsi.
I never bought it, but you know.
He ends up having the cocktail. We end up having he does a wine tasting with me and the partner, and.
Was the tasting planned?
No, it was impromptu, and the managing chef partner asked him, "Why don't you stay?" And I'm thinking maybe he shouldn't. Long story short, we ended up doing the tasting. We didn't get faded or nothing. We ended up dating, and then we ended up married. There's a lot in the middle, but we could talk about that story forever. I will tell you this though: when he used to come to the restaurant and he'd walk up the stairs, his feet never touched the ground. He kind of floated, like he was swaggy. Yeah, that part. Rest of the story. So, we will have some really interesting behind the brown door guests, mostly celebrity, whether they're Chicago famous or worldwide famous. And we again want to thank you for listening. You are listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. We'll be here every day, weekday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We'll see you in a minute. WIFTBPN.
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get secured home and automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. The first 10 callers receive a free camera valued at $250. Call now, 708-251-5069, or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers. Certain restrictions apply.
On yesterday's installment of On the Soil, we talked about the first place White Sox and Cubs.
We also talked with our boy Darnell Mayberry of The Athletic about those Bulls, man.
And we paid tribute to John Thompson, Cliff Robinson, and Chadwick Boseman.
Make sure you tune in, continue to rock with the bigs. You are On the Soil. What's in it for the Black People Media?
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson, and I'm running for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois. I will never give up on inclusion and equality, prison reform, reduced property taxes, and economic opportunity for all. I want to get to know your neighborhood and the problem that you face every day. And I want to serve every man, woman, and child in the state of Illinois. A vote for me is a vote for you.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Tax burden up to average middle class American goes way beyond income taxes. There are sales taxes, real estate taxes, gasoline taxes, and many, many more. As an international businessman, I know that by reducing the billions of dollars we give to other countries, we could help fund our own country. We need to rethink our tax laws and lower the taxes for our own citizens.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
On the next episode of On the Soil with the Bigs, we got the one and only Cubs 2016 World Series champion Jason Hayward, a.k.a. Jay Hay, rocking with us.
Tune in this Thursday, September 3rd, only on What's in It for the Black People Media. You rocking with the Bigs.
WIFTBP. Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
It makes me want to do like I want to have jerk chicken when I hear that. Welcome back. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. I am here with Lisa E., the super producer, and Esco holding it down for the whole building. Just want to remind you that in 6 short days, Chicago Famous will be joining What's in It for the Black People Media, and they are going to change the way you see radio forever. Tuesday, September 8th, Mike Love and Diz are joining the squad, 3 to 6 p.m. every day. These radio legends, Mike Love and Diz, will talk about everything: music, entertainment, politics, race, culture, and even perhaps throw in some of that stuff we used to love when we were in our heyday, like Esco's age. Like, you know, back in the 99, Esco,
I was born in 84. I'm 36.
Okay, so you were
I remember it.
Okay,
but
a
I
little
was,
bit.
I think, high school.
Okay.
And grammar school.
And if it's good, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Okay, it's that part.
That's what I said. My grandmother's old. I wouldn't have traded her for anything.
I'm going to tell you something about being broke and fixing it in 30 seconds. Make sure that you join us and take it back to the old school with them. Chicago Famous, starting Tuesday, September 8th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mike Love and Diz, tune in, y'all. And make certain that you support everybody. Maze has assembled a squad. Like he is, we don't have the Bulls right now, so we got the what's in it for the Black People media, right? So listen. You said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we have a question we want to pose to the audience, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and put this out here, right? It's kind of trending-ish. So here's the thing. Okay, here's one of the things. I might say 10 things today. I said I'm going to say 2, but I might say 10. Y'all know Usher, right? Okay. If you black and go to church, you might call him Ursha, right? So you remember that he had Sasa. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody just called me Sasa beside you?
No, I said,
okay.
I can see you. They can see you. She didn't put her contacts in.
If they can see me now. Okay.
Listen, Esco, how about this part? Usher, I mean, he look alright and everything, right? And we know his ex-wife because she's been on TV shows, right? She dope too, like she a boss chick, right? She's super dope.
But you know he had another ex-wife too.
But Chili got his baby, right? That's the song he made. Who had?
No, he has two kids with Tamika Foster, but then he also previously married his manager and longtime girlfriend Grace Miguel, who's 51. Yeah, he likes some older women. This one's younger than him though.
Right. So she's like Italian or Italian,
yeah, Italian, Greek, right? Or Greek and exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And so she's pregnant. Okay, and. The baby! Call the mom squad! So listen, that baby got the colic. Okay? So she's pregnant, which means that he didn't have his mask on. Right? You know the thing. The other mask.
He has been accused
of not masking up more than pregnancy.
Correct.
So what happened was he got the big H word, you know, herpes, like Hermes, but in the STD family, and she pregnant. And I guess when Lisa and I talked about this, I said, well, did she know that? She's a little younger. Did she not know?
She's a record exec, and it's been all over the news. I mean, but even if you, I don't know, people are saying, well, maybe he's not coming forward because, you know, just to let people in the industry. No, if you said I had a disease like that, I don't care what platform, I would be on CNN and I would be platforming. I would be like, nah, I don't have none of that.
Because he never denied it, right?
Right, because then they said, well, maybe he's being nice to the people in the community that do. Well, okay, big ups to you guys, take your meds, but no, I'm not the one.
Yeah, he never said that.
No.
And he did make Let It Burn. And we do know he had some unmasked pre-COVID.
And I love him. I love him like a little brother.
I like her.
But
like, I don't know him, but I definitely listen to his songs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
He's an absolute doll. And you know, it's like part of you wants to hope it's not true. I mean, you know, but
you think if we called him and just asked him, "Do you have herpes?" He would.
No,
he wouldn't. Okay.
No.
Well, I'm just you just
tell the truth. You
tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what they say at the church. But we would like to pose a question to the audience. If you knew that your significant other or husband or entangler or whatever it is had something that you couldn't get rid of, would you have sex or unprotected sex with them? Would you, is that a deal breaker? Ladies, gentlemen, grandmas, old teachers of my kids, hey, what's up, Quaz? If you're listening, let us know if that matters to you.
But especially unprotected, because some people they might not wait, because don't they have like outbreaks and stuff, and if you use protection, but apparently if she's pregnant, there was some protection.
But you're
protected, right?
You're assuming that you're being told that I got this situation going on.
If that girl didn't watch the news and she's a record exec, then shame on her. She's on a timeout.
You know what? You're not gonna attack black men on my.
No, we're not attacking black men. We're attacking unprotected Enos. I'm not gonna say the P word. We're not gonna attack them.
Yeah, I'm not attacking. We're putting it out.
But here's two things. What we're gonna do is make sure that we are responsible, because our guest in the 10 o'clock hour is a master of public health, and that's why we're going to talk about sex, because you have to let the people know the truth, Esco. Like, we can't sugarcoat.
So, Esco, let's ask Esco first, since you're not, everybody, of course, on Facebook. So, Esco, what about you? Would you stay with somebody if you found out your significant other had the big H? Because, other things you can get, like what? Like
all the rest of
penicillins or antibiotics or whatever, I don't know. But if you had the big H, would you stay with them?
Okay, so I'm a good Christian woman.
Amen. So you're not having sex.
Right.
Okay.
Right now, but when I was doing, I had to see the test first.
You know what? Crazy you said that. One of my homegirls, please,
no,
I
wouldn't.
Listening, I'm not gonna say your name. She just told me she met a guy on Match, and she wanted to kiss him, and he was like, "Nah, let's go get these tests first." So they both went to the doctor.
Wait, for now you mean COVID?
Like no, now period.
She
wanted. He requested the whole panel. That sounds like to see. He wants to see her panel, and she gets to see his panel before they kiss. I was like, oh, okay, bro.
Including like hemoglobin?
I'm saying, right?
Potassium, right? Are you low on the white cells?
I almost said a word I cannot say. Please. Boy, quit playing with me.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just, hey, you're honest, I'm honest.
Right. It's kind of deal breaker. I mean, that doesn't embody the entire human, but it is a real thing.
Yeah. And I believe Illinois has the highest rate of gonorrhea and chlamydia.
Wow, big ups to Illinois. We want something. Yeah, between violence and gonorrhea. Woo-hoo! You go, Illinois.
You go. Stand up. Shot down in the building. Esco, let's just reconfirm that stat. I don't know how comfortable I am. Can we be like #1 in flower gardens or something?
Right.
Please? Or
how about
pretty landscapes on Michigan Avenue? Because we actually have pretty.
We are #1 in Skyline though. We do have the best skyline.
Girl, I was like
the skyline. I'm
like, right. But you know what? You're right, because
and pizza. Sorry, New York.
There's a big red building in the skyline.
That would be Millhouse Engineering, right?
That part. So yes, please let us know. We'll look at your comments and tell us the whole truth.
I want all the men to comment. I want to hear from the men, because
I want to hear if the man would tell.
Don, what about you? You didn't give an answer.
If I had known before I got married that my husband or my potential husband had it, probably not. Yeah,
I know when people talk about they do some stupid things, but I don't know. The big H, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take multiple wives and a whole lot of stuff.
But when you're somebody like an Usher, Usher though is on the next level.
Yeah,
and people, women don't care. You've seen. We're not going to talk about one of our friends that used to not take showers. One of our friends that was a big artist. He would joke about playing basketball and then going in the studio and talking about these women will do whatever with me. So
he definitely did that.
But Usher has Usher medicine money.
Facts, kind of like Magic Johnson has medicine money, because in the receipts, the DM, he got.
So was his
he
wife.
got pros. Ludacris song, he got yeah.
And area code.
And he's one of the people we know for sure that is living with the other H.
310.
With the other H.
323.
So maybe money matters. You think money matters? Can you marry somebody for money? that you know has that, and that not still make a difference? Like, does money mean that much that you will just stand all the way down?
You know what? I thought about being a sugar baby, but I don't want to give any sugar.
So you'd
I
been
was
like,
let me be a little bigger, but then I don't
you'd been like a stevia child. You're a Splenda baby. What's the pink one? Sweet and low. I'm a sweet and low baby. You don't want to get real sugar. Yeah, sugar. And they looking for sugar daddies. I got if she listened, I might just say a name. Who that was her sole purpose. She wanted a sugar daddy. She did the booty 3 times. She did the booty again. She did it all so she could get it right. To get, I know her.
You know,
yeah, she wanted my godchildren.
I can't say something, but I know somebody that made herself get pregnant from somebody. Well, that was another entanglement thing.
Well, and talking about getting the booties, we need to find us a doctor that can do the booties right, because there's some unright booties out here. I just
that's why I always wear long shirts. If you always see I don't tuck my, that's
why I don't booty at all.
Yeah, but that's for me hanging out, being in the urban community, and I'm not, I'm a little light complected, so I cover my booty.
Right. Well,
I've been doing, but I do lunges like every day because I'm trying to be a little bootylicious. I'm trying to get a badonk, but I have a baduh.
So I don't even have a butt, but my daughter is in fitness and she keeps giving me these exercises, but they're hard as hell, Ryan. Thank you, but I'm 50-something. I can't do all that. My knees don't work the same. But she said if I do them, I will be able to get a little hump, and I really wouldn't mind getting surgery, but I'm scared to get surgery because I don't want to be the exception and not the rule that it's all effed up. Like, I don't want to be that girl just for a butt. You know what I'm saying? I've been living 54 years without a butt. I probably can live my greater half.
You have a butt.
No,
you do.
That's probably the jeans. They say if you buy the right jeans and put the right panties on it. It was all a dream. Yeah. So we're gonna bring Gina Lamar in, and we're gonna talk about sex a little bit after 10. So give us your thoughts. We're gonna make certain that we look in the comments.
Yeah, let's read about the big
and if one of those comments pop out, we're gonna have to have somebody call Esco and get you on the line and have this conversation with us. So Gina, say
and I love Usher. Don't get me wrong. I think he's talented. When we used to do live broadcasts, and he would literally cling to me like a big sister. I love Usher, and I don't judge anybody for what they do, but I'm just, we're just
right. We're not talking about Usher. We're talking about the girl.
Right, but I'm talking about everybody.
Yeah.
And maybe they wanted to get pregnant. Maybe they did like an in vitro, or maybe they froze his stuff and then.
Well, you know what? He can. When you get him on the line, we can. You think I can ask him that? If that's TMI. Okay, whatever the case may be, we are going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about sex with Gina, and Gina's going to tell us the statistics of. She told me one interesting statistic. She said on Mondays, it's the highest number of calls in the medical department that they get because they didn't had unprotected sex all weekend. They, not us. They. And so Monday they get like a barrage of calls, and that's when everybody's reporting all their, even in the pandemic. Yo,
that's a whole other thing with Gene. We should COVID sex.
Yeah,
that's you're on Tinder. I mean, how do you
Yeah, but I bet she can answer that. Listen, stick with us. We're going to read your comments in this break. You're listening to the Book of Dawn with Lisa E. and Esco on What's in It for the Black People Media, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Stick with us. WIFTBPM.
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get secured home and automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. The first 10 callers receive a free camera valued at $250. Call now, 708 251-5069 or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers. Certain restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson, and I'm running for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois. I will never give up on inclusion and equality, prison reform, reduced property taxes, and economic opportunity for all. I want to get to know your neighborhood and the problem that you face every day. And I want to serve every man, woman, and child in the state of Illinois. A vote for me is a vote for you.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
Yesterday's installment of On the Soil, we talked about the first place White Sox and Cubs.
We also talked with our boy Darnell Mayberry of The Athletic about those Bulls, man.
And we paid tribute to John Thompson, Cliff Robinson, and Chadwick Boseman.
Make sure you tune in, continue to rock with the bigs. You are On the Soil. What's in it for the Black People Media?
I know you're gonna dig this.
For Mike Love and the Dig.
Mike Love, I got a question. Hey, are you ready to go down?
Here we go again.
It's all about the bad boys, baby.
Hey, what's up? This is Mike Love.
Hey, what's up? It's Diz.
Of Bad Boy Rent. Wait a minute.
This ain't 1999, man.
Yeah, man. It's Chicago famous.
Old guys now.
Oh, I'm hurt. My back. We are back starting September 8th.
Get ready, Chicago. That's right. We are coming back on the air.
3 to 6 p.m. on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Chicago famous.
WIFTBP. Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. With Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media with Lisa E, the super producer, and Esco. And guess what? We have our first in-studio teaser. Oh, teaser, that's appropriate because it's Gina, and she's going to give us some in-depth conversation about sex. We're going to talk about sex. We will do this on Mondays, but we just wanted to introduce you because we thought some of the stuff that has been going on that we've realized in the last 24 hours is very sex relevant, like Ursha. And then Mariah Carey got some receipts on somebody that's very popular that we know, and it all deals with sex. It all, well, sex is the beginning of everything, and that's cool. Listen, one of our supporters, our parents had it. I can't. One of our supporters said when we posed the question, is it a deal breaker? Cristal said it's a deal, leg, and nose breaker. That means he cheated and added sauce on it, literally. Bye, boy. Thank you, Cristal. We appreciate that. Keep rocking with us. We appreciate you. And I saw Walter English said entangler. I can make up words, right? Entangler. Entanglement is probably something made
that's
up.
Just made up, right?
Right. So, Gina. Yes. Monday Night Mingle, Gina Lamar's in the building, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, let me see that mask. I gotta show him.
I know, right?
What she came in
I
here.
I brought you your very own, of course.
Oh, thank you. Can y'all see?
Now you have to open
can
it
you
up
see,
so that you
can y'all
see
this?
That's what I did.
Right, I just said to her, I said, oh, I love your t-shirt. It's cute. And I didn't even see she had.
That you.
Right, I thought there was like
had,
flowers.
I know, those are a bunch of winkies
This
on there.
is her Let's Talk About Sex mask.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
And you see the size on the darker ones versus the lighter ones?
Oh, you were politically correct.
I'm not going to even comment.
I'm not going to even comment. It's just how the material came.
Oh, whatevs. Gina, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Oh my God, I am so excited to be here. And then, it's just like us sitting around the table. This is so old. This would be just a conversation that the three of us would normally have.
Yeah, and Gina's shirt, I know you guys can't see her yet, but it says, let's drink wine or vodka and judge people. I would add champagne to that.
My Pier 31 shirt.
Oh, I love that.
This is Pier 31.
I love that. Pier 31 is good. We definitely drink wine and judge people.
Absolutely.
And
champagne.
Yeah, and tequila.
Yes.
Yeah. There's actually everything.
Or for me, my wine coolers.
Yes.
I don't even drink wine or vodka.
I don't even drink, but I just like to be part of the crew.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Once in a while, don't see me. Now, Gina's seen me intoxicated before.
Yes.
I'm not, because I can drink 2 drinks and be gone.
That's it. We're not. It's not a good look. We're Aries. We just do it.
Oh, yeah.
Aries.
Yeah.
True. We're just Aries, like that's what I remind people. You're an Aries. I remind people all the time.
Look at my face, y'all.
Yeah, I know that's for Taurus.
And you wish you had been born later.
Girl, somebody got to start the zodiac and it's us.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So thank you so much,
Gina. Thank you so much. And you're part of like this novel is being written as we speak.
I got me my own little page.
You got your chapter.
That's right. Oh, I do. Yeah, I want to be chapter 9.
You want to be chapter 9?
Well, we had you as chapter 16, not 9.
With 16.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
Yeah. Gina, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go into some of your thoughts and perspective on the Ursha, and then the other one we're going to talk about.
Ursha one more time.
If it ain't finger up,
Ursha.
Finger up.
I love the way you find the R in that. Anyway, so again, my name is Gina Lamar, and my tagline is I talk about sex for a living because I'm an HIV training specialist by trade, and the main mode of transmission continues to be unprotected sex. It continues to be the number one thing, right? Like not perinatal transmission, not IV drug users, even drug addicts know to change their works, get clean needles, use a bleach kit. Moms, we now know to test all moms, and at the point of transmission, at the point of delivery, if there's not a test on file for a mom, we're going to push meds to that baby because we can test that baby. It's called the Myriad Law. It's the law that says we have to test babies. But somehow or another, I just keep a job because everybody wants it raw. And you always
you heard it right here.
What's
in it for the black people media?
This is what's in it for the black people.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw. So that's one of the things that happens, right? And so I tell people all the time, I have a master's in public health. I can work on flu shots in Florida, the Bolivia virus in Bolivia, the coronavirus in Wuhan. But y'all keep me with a job in HIV right here because everybody just keeps on having unprotected sex.
Having sex without a mask.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So speaking of the masks, the best thing ever is mask off, right? The best thing ever is one of the memes that's on the Monday Night Mingle page that says, 9 million people with HIV, you don't wear a condom. 900 people with coronavirus, you're wearing a mask.
You got on hazmat suit.
You got on. You have a full hazmat suit on, right? And you know where that comes from?
Where?
Just where do you think it comes from? Judgment. People, coronavirus, my grandmama can get it. But HIV, you had to have sex. There's always so much judgment in sex, right? So that's why it's mad.
It's really, I can't wrap my mind totally around it because do you realize if you get it and your grandma doesn't and you die, your grandma's without a grandchild?
Absolutely.
Like, I don't, the connection is...
Yeah, and people are dead serious because there's so much judgment in it, right? So I get to judge you because you contracted HIV.
Oh, gotcha.
Because now it's like, oh, she did it without a condom. Well, so did I. I got 6 kids. Right?
Facts.
So we both did it. You just you let your guard down, had unprotected sex, and did not know status. I heard you guys talking because I was listening to the Book of Dawn coming in, and you were talking about someone saying, hey, let's get a whole panel of tests.
Yeah.
I love Lisa. Lisa's like a hemoglobin and everything.
Right.
If we really did things like that and dated men and knew that they were pre-diabetic, because your winky don't always work.
Yeah. You need Cialis.
Or Viagra. Yeah. So if we knew that, or if we knew you were predisposed to heart conditions, right, to high cholesterol, would you be having a heart attack? You know what I mean? So we look at those things. We try to say all of that, but again, HIV and the big H. You said we'll talk about that because I love the big H is not HIV.
Yeah.
The big H is not HIV.
I've been known to cause a few heart attacks in my day.
Yeah.
They're so excited just to hang with me.
We're going back to those vowels again.
That's another story.
Oh, you.
Yes.
Actually, no, I'm not even gonna tell.
That's a story. That was back in the day.
It's got something to do with sex, though. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna tell the rest.
Something to do with sex and Vanna White and vowels.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
cool. We didn't really talk. We didn't really talk about why. But
but you know, we got great
one
yard.
of those people that if we could ever, like, at the point of your death, get into your secret box.
Remember what I told you yesterday?
That would be out.
Baby,
don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Baby, listen. On that note, we're gonna go to take a little commercial because she just jumped into my boneyard. Hold up. You're listening to the Book of Dawn with special guest Gina Lamar from Monday Night Mingle, as she's going to give us a preview of what's to come every Monday, because we're going to talk about sex. We're here with Lisa E. and Esco on What's in It for the Black People Media, the Book of Dawn. Stay with us. WIFTBPM.
Is it really a good idea to have the same senator for 3 generations? I support term limit for all elected officials. Our senators need to bring home growth for our business community, jobs, housing, service for our senior citizens, and health care. We need new ideas and new approach to federal representation. I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Vote for me and send me to Washington, D.C. God bless.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
On the next episode of On the Soil with the Bigs, we got the one and only Cubs 2016 World Series champion Jason Hayward, a.k.a. Jay Hay, rocking with us.
Tune in this Thursday, September 3rd, only on What's in It for the Black People Media. You rocking with the Bigs.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard. You'll never breed a warrior.
Warriors, come out to play.
Shh, you hear that?
And that's what's happening at every angle. They're creating paradigms where we can only raise feminine men.
Yes.
Whether they're homosexual or not, they feminine as shit.
Because all masculinity is toxic.
All masculinity is toxic in a war-torn society where the dominant society is saying to your ass, we don't never want no warriors.
Right.
You bastards.
Any book you've ever read, you can read the Bible, goddammit. When they go and they destroy some shit, they kill all the boy babies.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even want you growing up to think you're going to do some shit to me.
Animals do the same thing. If I come over here and I take over this village now or whatever, like this gonna be my pride. First thing I'm doing, killing the male boys, like killing the male babies.
Don't you even grow up with that?
Don't you even think about it. Okay,
Bitch.
Right. You ain't my daddy. You damn right I ain't your daddy. Fuck your fort, little nigga.
Fuck your fort.
You love me, Dad.
Oh man, I laugh at this shit in public.
That's real.
I laugh at this stuff in public.
That's real though, right? Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard live on What's in It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Tax burden up to average middle class American goes way beyond income taxes. There are sales taxes, real estate taxes, gasoline taxes, and many more. As an international businessman, I know that by reducing the billions of dollars we give to other countries, we could help fund our own country. We need to rethink our tax laws and lower the taxes for our own citizens.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
WIFTBP. Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media with Lisa E. and Esco, along with our special guest who will join us every Monday to talk about sex, Miss Gina Lamar from Monday Night Mingle, public health administrator extraordinaire, master of it, that part. We're going to just throw Doc on it, Dr. Gina. And wanted to remind you that in 6 short days, I have the opportunity to be in a lineup, incredible lineup, with some Chicago legends. Tuesday, September 8th, Mike Love and Diz are joining the What's in It for the Black People Media family. They'll be here every day from 3 to 6, talking about entertainment, culture, race, education, and they're even going to throw back some of that old stuff that when we were in our heydays, when it didn't matter if I had a booty or not, was popping. Like who's on the birthday line. They'll do interviews, rock out with you, Chicago famous, joining the team September 8th from 3 to 6 every day.
Awesome.
So, Gina Lamar, Monday Night Mingle. She talks about sex for a living. That's got to be the coolest job ever, right?
I know, right?
I think so. And the mask is everything. I'm sure they're going to ask you where you got that from. Why are there flowers by penises?
Well, again, all kidding aside, this really is just how the material came, right? So my sister, I saw this once, and actually they were much smaller. There were much smaller penises, and I'm gonna take my mask off. I just wanted to be.
I wanted them to see it.
Yeah, can they see it?
They can see. They see you. Yeah, you live, baby.
As long as you can see me. So no, my sister got it for me, and the penises were much bigger because the mask was really small, and it said something like, "If you can see these penises, you're too close to me."
Oh, that's
so
good.
That was cute. But now I'm like, I got big. So. Again, the tagline I talk about sex for a living comes because of the main mode of transmission. Monday Night Mingle comes because it's the highest day people look up places to get tested for HIV, gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis. They always come into the clinic. They're calling, saying, "Hey, how do I know? Can you test me today?" And I say, "I could test you today for your escapades on Saturday night." Mm-hmm. But if you're positive, I can only tell you that you may have passed the virus. I can't tell you if you contracted it because there's no way that you will have gotten it. And I could tell that test in 24 hours.
I'm learning on the fly. They want you to talk.
Even more?
No, we're trying to get her on the screen.
Okay.
I was scared to say I'm trying to.
There you go. There you go. So go say that again. You said you can be tested on Monday.
Sorry, if you get tested on Monday, right? Like if you say, "Hey, I had a wild escapade this past weekend, got drunk, had a great time, Uchi and the coochie, right? And I got tested, and your test comes, and I test you today, and it comes back that you're positive, right? Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean you contracted this past weekend. You will have had to have had it. That means that you possibly passed it this weekend. So that's why
because it can't come. What happened to Kumo D song? 3 days later, go see the doctor. That's not that.
The 3 days later, you go see the doctor. That's for burning. That's for your gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis.
Oh, gotcha.
Which, by the way, Esco said a really good point, and I love it. But we're not quite number 1 in the country. We're still number 2. I wish we would just go ahead and top out and get off the charts. I want us to just go ahead, top out, and get off the charts. But Chicago does have the second highest rate of gonorrhea and chlamydia in the country right now. Not syphilis, but gonorrhea and chlamydia. Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it is. It's just one of those things that now
Can you is that divided by age? Or do you track by age?
Yes, it is. And it's still a younger category, right? Everyone likes to say, "Oh, things are happening in seniors." We'll talk about that. That'll be one of the Monday night one of the mingling minutes or whatever. We'll talk about sex. What do you call your segment?
Talk about sex.
So your let's talk about sex segment. That's one of the things we'll talk about. We'll talk about the aging. We'll talk about how we're going to do those things, or where those age categories lie. But very quickly, it is still the younger people. It's still always the younger population that are getting infected and spreading the virus, and it's young black MSMs, men who have sex with men. We have to stop saying gay because you don't identify as gay, right?
Okay.
So, like, if I'm only having sex while I'm incarcerated, if I'm only having sex for pay and for stay, right? If I'm only having sex just because I needed food, drugs, or money, then I don't consider myself gay. I consider myself surviving.
True.
And so we had to be very clear about that years ago and break it down and say, are you a man who has ever had sex with another man? Period, right? Like, no judgment, no you're gay, no this or that. Like, we just want to know whether or not you have had unprotected or had sex, period, with another person. So I'll bring you guys one of the forms one day too.
And I know a lot of guys have done that as well too when they do drugs. I know a lot of entertainers that don't classify themselves as gay, but when they've done ecstasy, acid, like other things, they just try things because they can. So
hey, as long as you're saying those things and not me, because confidentiality is my business. It's my game.
Yeah. I'm not going to give names.
I know. Right. I jokingly say that HIPAA is new to you guys, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. I've been doing this. I get into the elevator or I walk into the club and see one of my patients there and I ignore them.
Sure.
Because you're my patient. So what, we're sitting at the same bar together. So what, we're at the club together, right? You're my patient. And so those types of things are the norm for me, right? And so now you're like, oh, you can't say people's names. You can't say the woman with the pigtails in the room, because now we're talking about the Book of Dawn, right? When there are only 4 people in the room,
right.
Or the woman in the glasses. Now you've broken it down to me or Lisa, right? But if you say the purple fly glasses that are so sharp, I love them.
Right.
Then yeah, you are, and it's too close to exposing people. So I was joking. Unless you put yourself out there.
No, but yeah, I wouldn't expose people. I'm just saying that I know people don't.
Of course.
We know a lot of people that have done things.
So do I. I absolutely. I do as well, right? I know so many people who do exactly that, right? Now, what I also tell people is that it's an excuse sometimes. People are like, oh, I was high, I was drunk, I wasn't in my right mind or something like that. And you say, yeah, but if you keep doing it, right? Now you make sure that you drink a little tequila so that when you have same-sex activities, you call it, you blame it on the goose.
Right. Don't blame it on the sunshine.
You got it. Right. No, blame it on alcohol. You got it.
I just wanted to make certain that I reiterate, because what we have in the world overall today is a lack of integrity, and so I want to just highlight that
a lack of integrity.
Go figure. But you made certain that you said that, and it is necessary for people to know that they can trust their business in the hands of any professional, but more importantly, a professional of health, because Absolutely. That is a very private matter.
Absolutely. And one of the things, people lose their jobs. If Lisa calls me and says, hey, I just met this new guy, I need you to look him up. And because, everybody thinks that I have this magical list.
In your phone.
You got
right.
it.
Walking around waiting for a call.
I have this magic list, and I can tell you who's infected and who's not. And I say, Lisa, I'm not losing my career. How about you just talk to the guy? How about you?
Right.
You all both go get tested. How about you, check your own statuses out, right? So the main thing I always tell people, too, is the first thing is know your own status.
Start there. Start there. Right.
Start there. Right. Same thing with COVID. We're doing contact tracing, and we're doing the exact same thing that we're doing in HIV. We're finding our ground zero. We're finding our first person. And then we start saying, let's talk to everybody you've talked to. Mm-hmm. Tell me everybody you've been around, right? Mm-hmm. And then, unfortunately, for some people, it turns into, I was at this really nice party last weekend.
Mm-hmm. I've been hearing a lot about that. Yeah. And the segmentation is the same. Younger people doing a lot more socializing.
Absolutely.
In trusted spaces, but even family gatherings, we have to be careful. Well, I'm germaphobe, always have been. You see this hand sanitizer right here.
Absolutely. But I will spray you.
Spray your whole body down. We get a thermometer at our house. We do it.
Like my sister. I love the thermometer things. I have to tell you this very quickly. I walk into some place and the guy does the thermometer. I'm like, yeah, just so you know, I'm smoking hot.
Right.
He's like, yeah, 97.9.
It's not so much. You're like, I don't listen to that radio station.
Right. I was just like, did you really just break me all the way down?
My husband calls me the chief of CDC. But I've been like that a long time.
Of course.
Germophobia is a real life. Somebody sent me a text yesterday, and it was a lady in a hazmat suit wiping her groceries down with Clorox wipes. That would be me.
We do that with my mom too. My sister too. I was telling Dawn the other day. My sister just started teaching, and my sister teaches for a very high-profile school. So one of the, board members or something they were going to have a meeting at the lady's house, and my sister really didn't want to go, so she didn't go. She finds out that the woman's husband had COVID. He just found out, so now she's on quarantine. The people that went to dinner, all of them, and they're just starting school. They're all quarantined.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you're gonna find a lot of that because there's a lot of asymptomatic people walking around.
Yeah, COVID's a different beast.
It's a different beast.
Yeah.
It's the same beast in some sense that you can be asymptomatic. It's the same beast in that you don't have to get tested, right? You don't have to.
Oh, right. Facts. Yeah.
Right. And so some people are like, I'd rather not know. Believe it or not.
Well, and what I guess I didn't like, I did a couple events. I had to do a big video shoot for a recording artist over the weekend, and he also works for Advocate Hospital, so he had a medical person taking temperatures, but then some of the people there were a little close and were taking their masks off. And when they were in their little areas, it was fine, But just because you don't have a temperature does not mean you don't have other symptoms. So people keep thinking, I got 96.8, but that doesn't mean you don't have it. That means you don't have at least a fever, but which is a good
and that's
sign.
why it's called asymptomatic, right? You don't have any of the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the other things that we're learning is that the symptoms used to be these feverish things. Then there was this loss of appetite, there was diarrhea, there was weight
loss of taste,
and smell, right?
Yeah.
So we had all those things that we didn't necessarily know at first, right? So it's the same thing with HIV, and we'll get a little. This will definitely be a mingling minute, but or as we talk about sex, but that's one of the things that we'll talk about as well. Just because you test negative today doesn't mean you'll test negative next
Now I
time.
have a question for both of you guys. So when you guys see people and they sneeze or cough, do you give them a side eye? And just at the video, I'm explaining to everybody about how we're keeping socially distant. And I was further away, but the mask that I had on, the little piece of fuzz must have gone in my throat. So I started, as I'm explaining about being healthy and stuff, I coughed a little bit. Everybody, they bust out laughing. They were laughing because I said non-COVID. I just got full blood test. I said, yes. That's how I was talking about hemoglobin, because I just got a full blood test for iron and stuff like that. But I said not COVID, and then somebody brought me some juice because I said I think I just swallowed a little thing. Fuzz just came in.
And just so you know,
because
the first time when you first yell not COVID, doesn't that not put you into the mindset of your former president who says I am not a cook, and anytime you have to tell me?
Yeah. Mine was joking, but
So those are the things that we will say not COVID that we know of, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I just duck. I duck like it's a drive-by. Like somebody sneezes around me, and
just walk around in a hefty bag.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly.
As long as it's scented. I have some really good scented garbage bags. Because garbage stinks. Literally.
So I'm allergic to perfumes and scents and colognes like that, but I ended up with some of those garbage bags that scented Febreze or something, bags or something.
Mine is citron.
And I did recognize, like, okay, I can handle that. Yeah. It's just in there. Like when you're first taking it out, the scent might get to me, but once the garbage hits it, I'm like, I kind of like this.
Yeah, because it mellows out some of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, when you wear the garbage bag, you can always talk trash.
But
I'll be a virtual Zanies for 3 shows this
Got
weekend.
it. Don't forget to tip your waitress.
Thank you. That's
3 times.
$ Lisa E34 Cash App. Thank you. Thank you.
So listen, we're gonna you're gonna stay with us for a minute, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I just wanted to say this before we come back. We're gonna add a little. We talk about DMs, Dawn Millhouse and the real DM.
Yeah. Dawn Millhouse, the DM. Absolutely.
This goes down in the DM, and what happens is we get receipts on people. And another story that's trending might fit into this let's talk about sex thing, because I heard that a lady I love, Mariah Carey, and a rapper I think is pretty dope, Eminem, there's some controversy going on about some sexual things and some receipts. Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
We're not going to tell you yet after the commercials.
Remember, Gina, have you ever been to Solo Beauty Supply on 81st and Cottage Grove?
I have. Wait a minute, I don't think so.
It's black owned and operated. If you go, I
Solo Beauty
Supply.
81st Cottage.
8158.
And I'm right down the street from there. I will be there.
11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Should you not want to go in there, you don't have your hefty bag, you can go online to solobeauty.com and order everything online.
Oh, very nice. Solo Beauty. I'm gonna share that with people, because while I don't necessarily use hair in certain things, they definitely do, but I love beauty supply.
Me too.
You walk through forever
it's like going
day.
to the house, though, baby.
Oh my goodness,
Right.
it really is. Like
You're like,
everything.
yes, I need
I
this
want
container.
that. I want that. I want the flip flops. But if anybody can find the old school plastic shoes at any of the beauty supplies, let me know, because I've been looking. You know the old school that we used to wear in the 80s?
Not the
That's
jelly
going to show you.
beans.
Yeah,
Not the jelly beans.
Yes, baby.
The jelly.
Yeah,
with the glitter.
Yeah, all that.
I used to
Every
like,
color.
remember the Dr. Scholl's where you just stuck your foot in? It was just a little,
Are
like
these
the
the fake
wooden.
ones?
Like
no, I'm going to show you. I'm going to Google
No.
a picture of it. That's going to be on a segment called Remember the Time, because I remember that time.
Oh, yes.
But you're listening to the Book of Dawn. We've got special guest Gina Lamar, the super producer Lisa E. and Esco in the building on What's in It for the Black People Media. Stick with us. We got a great show coming up.
WIFTBPM. Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. In my life, I've gone from cotton field to corporate boardroom. I've seen great success and walked many roads. I know how it feels not to have. I'm asking you to vote for me. for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois. I can do the work that few others may understand. A vote for me is a step in the right direction for our state and our country.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
On the next episode of On the Soil with the Bigs, we got the one and only Cubs 2016 World Series champion Jason Hayward, a.k.a. Jay Hay, rocking with us.
Tune in this Thursday, September 3rd, only on What's In It for the Black People Media. You rocking with the Bigs.
I know you're gonna dig this.
They're Mike Love and the Dig.
Go, Mike Love, I got a question. Hey, are you ready to go down? Here we go again.
It's all about the bad boys, baby.
Hey, what's up? This is Mike Love.
Hey, what's up? It's Diz.
Of Bad Boy Wait a minute.
This ain't 1999, man.
Yeah, man, it's Chicago famous.
Say what? We're old guys now.
Oh, I'm hurt. My back. We are back starting September 8th.
Get ready, Chicago. That's right. We are coming back on the air.
3 to 6 p.m. on What's In It for the Black People Media.
Chicago famous.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. So many politicians are bought by special interests and major corporations instead of the citizens who elected them. I would not be bought. I would finance my own campaign in good faith to the voters of Illinois and promise to serve with integrity at all times. I'm asking for your support as I run for U.S. Senator in 2020.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get secured home and automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. The first 10 callers receive a free camera valued at $250. Call now, 708-251-5069, or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers certain restrictions.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Tucson Warner and Herb Howard. You'll never breed a warrior.
Warriors, come out to
You hear that? And that's what's happening at every angle. They're creating paradigms where we can only raise feminine men. Whether they're homosexual or not, they feminine as shit.
Because all masculinity is toxic.
All masculinity is toxic in a war-torn society where the dominant society is saying to your ass, we don't never want no warriors.
Right.
You bastards.
Any book you've ever read, you can read the Bible, goddammit. When they go and they destroy some shit, they kill all the boy babies.
Yeah.
I don't even want you growing up to think you're going to do some shit to me.
Animals do the same thing. If I come over here and I take over this village now or whatever, like this gonna be my pride. First thing I'm doing, killing the male boys, like killing the male babies.
Don't you even grow up with that?
Don't you even think about it. Okay?
Bitch.
Right. You ain't my dad, you damn right I ain't your daddy. Fuck your fort, little nigga.
Fuck your fort.
You love my dad!
Oh man, I laugh at this shit in public.
That's real.
I laugh at this stuff in public.
That's real though, right? Tucson Warner and Herb Howard live on What's In It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Is it really a good idea to have the same senator for 3 generations? I support term limit for all elected officials. Our senators need to bring home growth for our business community, jobs, housing, service for our senior citizens, and health care. We need new ideas and new approach to federal representation. I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Vote for me and send me to Washington, D.C. God bless.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
WIFTBPN.
On yesterday's installment of On the Soil, we talked about the first place White Sox and Cubs.
We also talked with our boy Darnell Mayberry of The Athletic about those Bulls, man.
And we paid tribute to John Thompson, Cliff Robinson, and Chadwick Boseman.
Make sure you tune in, continue to rock with the Bigs. You are On the Soil, What's In It for the Black People Media.
Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back. Thanks for rocking with us on day two. Day two of chapter. I'll let you know what chapter tomorrow. The Book of Dawn. Dawn Millhouse, Lisa E, and Esco on What's in It for the Black People Media. We are joined by a guest that will come visit us. So if you have questions, please let Gina know on her social media, or let us know, so that we can make certain she's addressing what matters to you, guys and dolls, right?
Absolutely.
And especially if you have teenage kids or younger kids that are in this mix of high COVID and high sex.
So we do this little thing called Teen Tuesday too, and I get the questions from the teens.
Oh,
and
good.
Just put them to the parents for them to answer.
Good, because parent knowledge is relevant as well.
What I love is like, come talk to the kids. I'm like, can I talk to the mom who's on baby daddy number 5 over a 14-year-old?
I got some family members I can hook you up with, and I hope they're watching.
To the kids.
So Gina, I told you that like we got this thing called It Goes Down in the DM, and there's receipts and stuff, and we're gonna call some people out.
And we don't mean like the grocery store?
No, I mean like receipts, like bones. Yeah, bones happen. A lot of sexual activity begins in a DM. And Lisa, because she, Lisa gets down, she knows a lot of celebrity stuff, right? Yes. She's going to tell us something that's happening that should maybe or maybe not be public and in the DM.
Well, so Mariah Carey, we all know Mariah Carey. So she's going to release her new memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. But during reports, people didn't know she was going to trash her ex Eminem. So Eminem basically thought he was worried that Mariah is going to share personal details about their sex life in her upcoming memoir. And so, they haven't got along. They had a very toxic relationship. He knows that Mariah was going to say negative things about him. And, I guess he's really stressed out. Now, they were linked in 2001.
I never even knew this. So this is pre-Nick.
This was pre-Nick. So they were right. They had beef for a while. Like, he was kind of dissing her. They said when he was doing one of his songs, and they thought he was referring to her in the song.
I missed that.
And he's like, I don't want to say anything disrespectful. I respect her as a singer, but on a whole personal level, I'm not really feeling it. He said, I learned a lesson. Don't believe the hype. But now it says that Mariah is not going to trash him. She said that there's some songs I can sing in response to what he has said, but she said if somebody did something to me, I don't need to respond right now. I'm over that. And, it's going to be coming out on Audible on September 29th. But he's very worried, And so I wanted to ask you guys a question, and maybe pose it to our Facebook watchers too. Thinking about somebody posing, putting something in a memoir. If your ex put a memoir together, what would you guys be worried about that they might put about you? Would you be insecure about something? Esco, you're on this too. Look at Esco's little face. She's so cute. Her little cheeks just went bing. But you know what? If you were afraid, not saying they would do it, but we all are insecure about certain things. It could be somebody might look at you as being beautiful, but you have some acne, or
if you have third
one of my friends. Well, one of my friends, right?
You remember that bra on Good Times when they were doing the sale and they had the 3 tits?
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, I just dated myself.
No, one of my friends, she was a beautiful girl, but when the lights would go on in the club, she would want to leave because she felt that her face would get too oily, and she would want to leave. And so people are insecure. So if you guys had an ex,
I already know what it is.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and say it right now.
Say it.
You write
You're
a book
the
about
expert.
You're in it.
It's my snoring.
Oh, you called hogs. You old pick and suey.
Hogs. Oh my goodness.
But is that something? Are you insecure about it?
I'm totally insecure about that. Like, you know how
like
when you're about to,
oh
my gosh, yes. When you're about to, have sex and you're like, okay, before I take this off, I have a little extra belly fat. I'm like, just so you know, like when we're done and I go to sleep, I am going to snore like 3 Mack trucks, right? And so then it turns into, okay, I know you told me, but like it was a whole fleet of trucks, of course, and then said stuff, and Like
anybody ever left because of your snoring?
Well, they didn't leave. Well, I take that back. What am I talking about? Somebody we all know left and went to another room. Like, I just had to go to sleep. Like, I could not sleep with you snoring. But I did wake up one time to a partner hitting me, right? And I was like, you hit me. And he was like, I was just trying to stop you. I was like, no, you hit me. Like, you didn't just nudge me to make me move over or something, right? I was like, you Mike Tyson, you hit me.
Right.
Yeah, so snoring would be mine. So I'm clear about that.
Esco? Esco's like, I'm not in it.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, that's about it. I'm really insecure about
like, for me to be
I'm gonna
embarrassed.
let you go since I asked the question.
Putting up with too much shit too long, maybe.
Oh, that part.
Oh.
Being too forgiving. And not setting boundaries. Maybe that one.
Yeah, boundaries are
doesn't have to be
important.
physical, right?
That is not an Aries. Quit playing. You know good well we ain't just letting them do any old thing they want to do.
Let's see.
Well, that is when we like
when
them.
I was,
That's
right,
true.
when I was
That's
younger.
true. That's true. We like them. We like.
I probably wouldn't want them to say that I actually have my temper. Like when it's like no gray. It's good or evil. Like I'm
You're
super,
bipolar.
Call it what you want. I'm bi crazy.
Right.
Listen, I am probably the
Yeah.
most loyal, loving person, but when I'm there,
When the bull comes out, the
that's
horns
it.
are
it's game over. And I don't even remember half of it. I'm just like, I was there.
Yeah.
Some you did made me go there, and I'm super sorry that you're in a leg brace or something. I wouldn't want that to be told.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I have to sort of agree because everybody always thinks I'm the nice one. Oh, Lisa's the go-to. If you need something done, go to Lisa. She'll take care of it. She'll take care of it. But when you've hit that plateau, and Lisa's not naive. Lisa's just nice. Lisa's naive. Lisa's sometimes a little too nice. But when you reach that spot, then I'm like borderline anger management. Like seriously, like I'm not violent, but you'll see a whole nother side. It's like, where did this come from? It's like Jekyll and Hyde, but it only comes out once in a while. So you've done that to me but I don't know. I think that'll be it. Oh, I'm not going to go the sexual route.
I think we're all, I think,
Because
my middle toes
the
longer, but
most.
you can see that when I wear flip flops, right?
So yeah.
Got
a couple of gunshot wounds, but that's okay.
I do. Sometimes my
I
hair.
wasn't ready for that one.
I know.
My hair though, like with my hair, my
stretch marks. You got a couple stretch marks.
My Jufro. I've always been, but that's with everybody. When my Jufro comes out, and it's like, if it gets humid, all of a sudden it's like all of a sudden I hear chia, and I get a little
I've
bit.
seen that. Have you ever seen that?
It grows.
Yeah.
It grows. It's like I come in one way, and yes, I get a little insecure about that. So.
Yeah, that's cool. So now we know that I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just put it out here based on what Lisa said. I'm thinking what Mariah could have said was that maybe his thing was a little bit smaller.
Like my mask.
That's exactly what I thought the first time.
Sound like he had
mask?
no smaller.
Like you see the different colors though. The smaller, so the different
Yeah,
colors.
because he can't be hard from the Motor City and
Now, if
talk
we see
about
a chapter that says "Don't want no short man," right?
Then we are, we know that part. But he from
It's
Detroit. He can't
right.
be out like that.
But what I love is that he panicked about it, but the book is written. If it comes out September 29th, it's already done.
Right, bruh.
And turns out she never even mentioned him. That
So
makes it even
drop
but that makes it
tomorrow.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Like how you do a book of memoirs and you never even get mentioned.
Yeah.
Really
You want. On that note, stay with us, and you can tell us about small or large, brown or light, and what we can expect to hear next Monday on Let's Talk About Sex. You're listening to The Book of Dawn with Lisa E. Esco and our special guest, Dr. Gina. I'm going to give it a doctor title because we can order those online now, and I'm going to do it because with COVID, they're not going to school anyway, so who's going to check it, right? Anything you get during COVID.
Please do not go print me out.
I'm going to get one because I'm going to get one. We'll be right back. You're listening to What's in It for the Black People Media, The Book of Dawn. Stick with us. WIIFTBPM.
What's up? This is Mike Love.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Diz.
Sounds like Bad Boy Radio.
Yeah, but it's not Bad Boy Radio, because we are now Chicago famous, but we are back on the air.
3 to 6, Monday through Friday, starting September 8th.
All right, you tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody it's going down. Not only will you hear us on air, but you'll be able to see us as well, and that's all going down September 8th from 3 to 6.
What's in it for the Black People Media? Make sure you check us out.
Chicago famous.
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get secured home and automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. The first 10 callers receive a free camera valued at $250. Call now, 708-251-5069, or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers, certain restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. In my life, I've gone from cotton field to corporate boardroom. I've seen great success and walked many roads. I know how it feels not to have. I'm asking you to vote for me for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois. I can do the work that few others may understand. A vote for me is a step in the right direction for our state and our country.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
On the next episode of On the Soil with the Bigs, we got the one and only Cubs 2016 World Series champion Jason Hayward, a.k.a. Jay Hay, rocking with us.
Tune in this Thursday, September 3rd, only on What's in it for the Black People Media. You rocking with the Bigs.
Today's world requires first-hand knowledge of real international working. As a successful international businessman, I have achieved many goals and made many business friends abroad. International business can rebuild the middle class by creating the infrastructure to support small businesses through economic development funds and international expansion. I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Vote for me. Send me to Washington. God bless.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
I tell you, instead of feeling alone in a group, it's better to have real solitude all by yourself.
WIFTDP. Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back. Thank you. And listen, it sounds so good. I'm so glad that I saw past all his ranting, because when I hear it say Dawn Millhouse, I'm like, it's me. I'm the golden child. Yeah, it sounds good. I hope he's listening, because he heard Dawn Millhouse. It makes you do your neck like that, right? I feel some type of good way.
And we've got like over 25 shares already.
We
People
did.
right. And we got to send a shout out our friend Geechee Bradley. Geechee just put, these are my good friends, tune and support them.
And he bought stars for us.
And he's in Texas, and condolences. His father just passed away a little over a week ago. So our condolences go out to Geechee. He's in Texas now, so he's watching us from Texas. So we love you, Geechee.
Definitely, Geechee. Our prayers are definitely with you and your family. And thank you for supporting us. And pushing the star button. I don't know if you all listened to Maze earlier, but the guys, not Ruthie, just Maze and the guys, because Ruthie is one of us. But they feel some kind of way that the girls are popular around here. Like we already told them we coming for you. He's like, this is my station, and I'm the king of this castle, and you got a Burger King crown around here somewhere. I'm gonna go buy him another Happy Meal. Give him
Wait, how do we see how many stars?
What's in it for the girl people? That's the new station. What's in it for the girl people?
Right. What's it?
Just say.
Do our stars come on here now too? Can we see the stars?
I don't know. Can we see the stars? Hit us up. I think all y'all go to the riverboat and play the penny slots. The stars are the penny slots. If you can't go, you will not be in danger of COVID if you're in your own place. You do.
Lisa has a gambling problem, so I don't like to discuss those.
So then we need to have a conversation with both of you, because this one loves
we were
penny
selling
slots.
CDs. We had stuff back in the day. This was 15 years ago.
Facts.
You would have thought we were on crack. I'm sitting there like, I just need a couple more dollars. I need a couple more dollars. I'm like, oh, I got CDs.
I like to win and bounce.
Yeah.
Like I play roulette, of course, and I like to win and bounce. Like if I give you $20 and you give me $1,500, I will see you in the car.
Those bonuses just call me back. They call me. They all know my first name.
Lisa.
Come and play me.
Ding 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 ding. Ain't that how the sound it makes?
Man.
So listen, before you got here, Gina, I know you were listening, but we talked about Ursha and the Big H. And then we slid in the DM and realized that Eminem, what was his song?
Wasn't that in the DM?
The 8 Mile.
Yeah.
It ain't 8 miles.
It ain't.
It's not 8 miles.
Well, we don't even know. Maybe
it might not even quarter 440 yards.
During the break, I was thinking maybe during the break. I was thinking maybe he was so starstruck with Mariah that he couldn't perform. You know what I mean? That could be another thing too. A lot of men that might be able to do things from looking at them, but sometimes people get the men might get insecure or have other things, and they
but
might
she's
be
an Aries,
starstruck.
and if you ever have somebody who's a little starstruck and can't get them there, as Aries women, we can get you there. Don't you worry, we'll figure the rest out.
Aries is a ram, right?
The ram. Yeah, absolutely.
Mariah said, I'll get you one sweet day.
Well, that might be an interesting question, because tomorrow we're going to pose a question. We're going to do a little he said, she said, a little him versus her. Mm-hmm. And so you just, you said, how do we pose that question so that we can make certain tomorrow they're ready to answer the question? What a guy or a girl would say are you intimidated by a strong woman? Can you handle a strong woman? Or does that bother you? Like, it's a lot of boss chicks out there. We hang out with a lot of them. Does that bother a man?
And when we're all together.
And do ladies know how to shut the F-U-C-K up sometime and let a man be a man? Now I know Mr. Milhouse better not call.
And do men like to date and be with women whose salaries are bigger than theirs?
Yeah. And salaries are bigger and things are smaller.
Right.
Wow. Just safe to say, if Derek Coleman listened to us yesterday, he hit me up. He was like, "It sounds like old times."
He didn't call me. Okay, Derek.
Right. He said that's like back in the day. And so, Derek, we're not talking about all of Detroit. We're just talking about Eminem.
Right.
Okay, that's Detroit. French. So, Gina, give us your perspective on
our question. I heard you guys talking about
repeat the question for those that just tuned in.
Yes. The question posed was, would it matter, is it a deal breaker for you if your significant other had the big H? Is that a deal breaker, pre or post?
And what I love when you all say the big H, because you would think HIV is the big H, but herpes is the bigger H. People are, and we've had that. We've had patients who are infected, who are getting their care, and come in and find they have herpes and freak the out. And you're like, ma'am, you're living with HIV.
Right. And I don't know, Gina, I don't know if you heard the story. We were talking about, because Usher and his girlfriend now are having a baby. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about, Usher supposedly has, the big age. And so we brought on a question to the viewers and to everybody.
So I don't know how this has not happened, right? So very quickly, just when that came up, I did an entire lunch and learn where we talked about the big H, or aka herpes, right? And I said, if we tested most people, definitely in the world, easily in this room, we would all have test positive for the herpes titer, because it's so contagious.
Because isn't it? This I know. isn't it the same varicella? It's chickenpox.
You got
essentially,
it,
and
right?
shingles,
So it'll be the same thing. And so it's herpes is one of the things you can get from your grandma. If your grandma gets shingles or cold sores and you kiss your grandma, you can get herpes, right? So it is. It's
that would be the story of my life. If I had to get herpes, I would rather get it from Usher than my grandma.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't lose to get herpes. Oh, you know.
So all of those
be like, dang, can I at least get it the way that most people get it?
So the titers will always, will probably be there because it's so contagious. So it's one of the things that you can always ask your partner, hey, do you ever get cold sores? Like, that's just something you know about. And then you can have the conversation that says, hey, before when you get feverish and about to break out, tell me about it so we can get you some, medication for it, or you can stay away. But with Usher, not Ursher, Ursher, with Usher and that conversation, it is one of those things. I was just going, where is his legal team? Because any medical professional will tell you, how do you determine who gave it to you? You could have been born with it. Right? We have children who are born with it all the time. It's passed through the vaginal canal when mothers are under. It's passed through the vaginal canal when mothers are in distress giving birth, right? And so you have to say, if you know that you have herpes or you know that you have breakouts, why don't you tell your provider and you can have cesarean? Maybe, maybe not, right? But it's something you could definitely do. So I often say when we're talking about that and they're having the baby, if it's been out, then absolutely the medical providers now know about it, and she'll probably have cesarean and or still choose to have a vaginal delivery and go from there. So yes.
I love being live, so I just got a call from Derek Coleman.
Hey Derek, thank you for watching.
During radio, during broadcast, I don't answer my phones. I usually send messages back, but DC, that's
the homie.
He's like, just to let you know, not everybody in Detroit, no, we all fall in that category if we
So did he call in from 2 states over to let us know he's slanging?
You know what?
He's like, what is this?
I can't think that Derek is like family.
Now, I don't even know who he is, but I need to know now.
Well, he's a Hall of Famer.
Anytime you call from 2 states over to let you know you showing
and we'll tell you about yourself.
Yeah, I was trying to put him on the air right now, and he didn't want to go. He's like, no.
Oh, come on, Derek.
Derek's going to be a special guest, maybe behind the broadcast.
Okay, so I just have to say this right quick. Give it up for Mace, who came in.
And May.
That's right. But how did he end up on the screen? Boy, he just hating the girls taking over.
Because they said what they
He's
said.
hating on the girls taking over.
Because May said.
Right, that's it.
Yeah, because May said.
That's hilarious. Derek, I love Derek. Derek and I have to do our parties again where he brings people over. We do these big boat parties. He would bring all the people from Detroit, and we would do these huge boat parties on like the Odyssey and Spirit of Chicago.
Very
and
nice.
Then we would have a private breakfast afterwards where we had a chef, doing made-to-order omelets for our guests. I mean, it was next level.
Yeah, he is. And listen, outside of the fact that he truly is a Hall of Famer. He has, and we'll talk about that because one of the show dates is dedicated to community service. Derek loves his community.
Yes.
Derek is living in his community and making a difference in his community.
Very
nice.
nice.
Listen, and I'll make this real fast, but the way that Derek and I met was so wrong. I covered the Bulls games forever, the NBA, everybody knows that. So they're playing for, I believe it was for New Jersey Nets. So Rick Mahorn, who is a friend of mine, talking to me after, he's like, come on in, Lisa, and him and Sean Higgins, some other guys, and he's like, have a seat. This is in the locker room. You're really not supposed to talk. Come and sit down. So he's like, oh, here, let me move these clothes. I sit down at this locker. We're talking. So Rick leaves. I'm talking to Sean Higgins. All of a sudden, coming from the back room, must have done an ice treatment, Derek Coleman walks out in a towel. Rick Mahorn had moved his stuff and had me sitting at Derek's locker. Do you know what that's like, sitting in somebody's locker? This dude looks down at me. I didn't know what to say to him. I'm like, I'm going to be kicked out the NBA.
Well, what we know, because he just called you.
I looked at him. No, I looked at him.
You good. You're not in
I said, no, he had a towel on. I said, I guess this would be a good time to ask for an autographed picture. And then he happened to stay in town at the Cotton Club the next day with Wes. And
Did
then
you say the Cotton Club?
Yeah.
You just dated all
Rick
of us.
Mahorn explained that he moved the clothes and it was a joke, and now Derek is probably out of the whole NBA, probably one of the people I admire and love the most out of the NBA.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I stayed at his house, we family, he wasn't even in town. I stayed at his people took care of me, so big up. So
yeah. So Derek, thanks for calling in. Thank you for your support, and we definitely want to talk to you when we talk about community servants and let everybody know what you're doing to make your community better. Maybe your story can urge some of your compadres from back in the day to actually come and do stuff in their own neighborhoods. There's a few people from Chicago ain't been back. We need to get on it. So listen, we're going to take another quick break. Then Gina's going to come back, give her perspective on our question, and then let us know what we can expect next Monday. Make certain you reach out to her on her social media, reach out to us, follow the Mace Jackson page and YouTube, and if you have any ideas about this particular subject, let us know. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media with Lisa E. Esco and special guest Gina Lamar. WIFTBPM.
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get secured home and automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. The first 10 callers receive a free camera valued at $250. Call now, 708-251-5069, or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers, certain restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. People in Illinois have been crying out for justice, equality, and fairness from their government for years. And it keeps getting worse. Unfair taxes, laws that unjustly imprison nonviolent offenders. The rich get richer, and the everyday people suffer. It's time for a change, and with your help, I'm here to do it. I'm asking for your support as I run for a U.S. Senator in 2020.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Tucson Warner and Herb Howard. You'll never breed a warrior.
Warriors, come out to play.
Shh. You hear that?
And that's what's happening at every angle. They're creating paradigms where we can only raise feminine men. Whether they're homosexual or not, they feminine as shit.
Because all masculinity is toxic.
All masculinity is toxic in a war-torn society where the dominant society is saying to your ass, we don't never want no warriors.
Right.
You bastards.
Any book you've ever read, you can read the Bible, goddammit. When they go and they destroy some shit, they kill all the boy babies.
Yeah.
I don't even want you growing up to think you're going to do some shit to me.
Animals do the same thing. If I come over here and I take over this village now or whatever, like this gonna be my pride. First thing I'm doing, killing the male boys, like killing the male babies.
Don't you even grow up with that attitude,
Don't you even think about it. Okay?
Bitch.
Right. You ain't my daddy, you damn right I ain't your daddy. Fuck your fort, little nigga.
Fuck your fort.
You love my dad.
That's like, oh man, I laugh at this shit in public.
That's real.
I laugh at this stuff in public.
That's real though, right? Tucson Warner and Herb Howard live on What's in It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. People in Illinois have been crying out for justice, equality, and fairness from their government for years. And it keeps getting worse. Unfair taxes, laws that unjustly imprison nonviolent offenders. The rich get richer, and the everyday people suffer. It's time for a change, and with your help, I'm here to do it. I'm asking for your support as I run for a U.S. Senator in 2020.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
WIFTBP. Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of with Dawn Millhouse.
Dawn and her chapstick. Welcome back to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. Wanted to just get this answer from Gina about her perspective on is that the deal breaker? We know now that everybody could get herpes virus, one of them from their grandma.
That's not a deal breaker for me because of the way herpes is spread and it's so easily. So I do ask whether or not, again, like, do you get cold sores? I break it down that way, right? Like, do you get cold sores? Because it's treatable. It's not curable, but it's treatable, right? And so when I say deal breaker, when I say it's not a deal breaker, like, I usually don't lead with it.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
I don't lead with it, but if I do find out that you have it and we're already in something, then, you know, maybe not so much. So I'm not saying I'm like looking for people with herpes.
Right. Just please, no DMs, okay?
Right, because then we're going to have another.
So you know.
But no, it's really, it is. It's one of those things that, like, you know, if you tested everybody you came in contact with, you would see that titer on so many people, even if they never have breakouts.
Wow. God bless you. Everybody duck. No, I'm just kidding.
Lysol!
Okay, so Gina, can you tell us in 30 seconds, 60 seconds what we are going to hear about Monday? Or have you?
Very long time.
Okay, 30.
15 seconds to tell you about what we're going to be doing every Monday, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, Dawn asked me, like, hey, well, should we do this on a Monday or Friday? I was like, we need to do this on a Monday. You can tell you
what she said.
Because when it's Thick Thigh Thursday, give it up for your royal finest. Ain't nobody listening to me.
Right.
Nobody's listening to me.
Especially
right?
with some of them pictures.
You got it.
We're talking about your thick thigh.
You got it. We got you, girl. We got you. But nobody's listening because everybody's excited about the weekend. And so they aren't going to necessarily pay attention. But what I do know for sure is come Monday, after a really great weekend, I'm getting a phone call. That Monday Night Mingle page, MondayNightMingle.com, gets a question. Monday Night Mingle on social media, both Instagram and Facebook. I get an insight going, hey, can I get a phone call, right? Or can you tell me where to get tested, right? So the site has every place to get tested.
Is there still a Little Red Schoolhouse?
It is.
Remember that?
It is. It's kind of called the Course Center.
Oh, okay.
And so everybody writes, you know, people, oh, it's HIV clinic. No, it's really the Little Red Schoolhouse because we're testing for gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis. We do TB. We're doing dialysis there now. We're doing chemo treatments.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's the county. And, yeah, that does happen.
Oh, cool. So Mondays she'll be here with us. Make certain that you tune in. This can get juicy. I like it.
This is you know, it's gonna get juicy, literally.
Juicy,
but
moist. Yeah. Juicy and moist. Into me.
And let me just say this. Please hit the Monday Night Mingle page just for the topic, right?
Sure.
Some people want credit for their topics, others don't. But we're going to be doing this every Monday. We're going to be talking about sex. We're going to be getting jiggy.
The ones that don't want credit are the ones that are entanglements.
They're entanglers.
Entanglers.
And guys, she's looking for questions from you too, because we know you have questions.
Always.
We already know. Don't be shy.
Or a good comment. A good comeback on a comment.
Yeah.
Though, because the Monday Night Mingle page, those guys go hard. They will tell you their opinions. Yes.
And then also remember, tomorrow we're going to do a little him and her, a little he said, she said. You know, I feel like we're going to win, but I definitely want you guys to tune in so that how about that part? Tune in and give us your opinion, and we're going to hopefully be able to take some live callers and have some serious discussion, right? Yeah. No arguing and no Dawn temper, no black and white.
We do have things get really crazy at Monday Night Mingle sometimes, right? But they are always answered by a good old coin toss.
Okay. Can we
rock,
toss
paper, scissors?
Oh, okay.
Right, because
we don't have any coins.
Right, there's coins. There's a shortage.
There's a shortage, right?
So we do have some pennies, right?
All of that back and forth gets settled with a rock, paper, scissors or a coin toss.
Speaking of coin toss, hit those stars. Send in some coins.
Absolutely.
Share. Tell your friends all over the world, because Facebook Live is, we know it's global. So tell your friends, share, keep supporting us, and make certain that you tune into the other great shows that are here. Maze, What's in it for the black people in the morning. Maze, yes, he said it, because he'll say it. Maze will definitely say some stuff.
And so let me be sure, when we're telling people to tune in, we're telling them to go to YouTube.
We're going to the Maze Jackson page on Facebook Live.
And
Maze Jackson on YouTube.
on YouTube.
Correct.
Very good. Because
yes.
when you tell people to tune in, they're always like, well, what station? Well, where do I go?
Yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to.
And if they look at one of our Facebook pages, they can just click on and share. So
absolutely.
And if we build with Maze, maybe Maze will buy us a station and we'll just, bring it back.
Who you tell?
Wanted to say thank you so much to everybody that for now 2 days has rocked with us. Keep rocking with us. We're going to try to keep it guy, girl, femme, and female, the whole nine, making sure that you are informed and entertained and you hear some stories and some DMs. Maybe catch me on the mic if they start playing, Light as a Rock. Maybe we could take Light as a Rock on my way out. I can rap for them. Gina's my song partner, by the way. I also want to tell you that we are here every day, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm still trying to process that. Like every morning when I get up now, I'm like, ooh, I gotta be there.
You did good. You got over the hump.
I did. I got to comb my hair and everything. Jesus, I gotta put lotion on my face. I gotta put my and I need to go to Solo Beauty Supply because I see my little rinse is running out. Because under here is a lot of gray. However, 8158 South Cottage Road by the old Leon's. Here's two things. Remember, I said one thing I would say that might be Teflon. Another thing, I'm going to make sure, because I'm a boss girl and I pray, I'm going to make sure that you know that God is with you like I know He's with me every day. The first thing is, the whole, if I knew you had herpes, I don't know. Maybe after the fact. And but I do like the concept of asking for the screen panel out the gate. That's kind of like asking me to pull your record. I'm not mad. If we can pull your record and pull your credit before you get married, then we need to pull them sex tapes too. Oh, well, not sex tapes, but you know what I'm saying. The other thing I want to say is in the words from Yolanda Adams. This is a song I heard this morning on my way. It's usually when I'm doing my devotion on my way here. There is no sadness Jesus can't feel, and there is no sorrow that the Master is not able and willing to heal. Remember that all things work. They're going to not be good all. They're going to work according to God's purpose and His holy will. No matter what you're going through, remember God sees all and He knows all, and all He wants to do is use you. The battle is not yours. It belongs to Him. Give it to Him. Drop it off. Drop it off and don't come back and pick it up. Right? It's like dropping the kids off at daycare. We appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with us for 2 days. Stick with us. We're going to get bigger, better, and we are destined to beat the boys, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is Mace. You got king, now you got queens.
And we got other boys coming up at 1 o'clock.
We got boys coming up at 1 o'clock.
We got Mike Brown up next with Triggered.
My God. Oh, I saw it.
We got bad boys.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get my conceal and carry.
Me too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to tell. And then we got. Don't we have somebody after Mike today?
Said what I said with her power and Tucson.
Tucson said yesterday on Facebook Live, I need to get a job from Millhouse. I said, hey, I like that. So stay with us right now. You got Mike Brown. And that old big old arm with that sexy gun in it. And I said what I said. Because not what May said, but what they said. We're out of here. Peace.
Boys, step aside.
W-I-N-T-E-P. Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
That was good. Good job, guys. Do you have the Mike Love and Diz liner?
I put it back in the book.
Oh, okay. I was just looking to do that. So,
all right, ladies.
Wait. Oh, this ain't mine. What the fuck? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get my thing out.
Oh yeah. Let me get. That's what he said.
I'm trying to take my thing out.
I'm trying to take her thing out.
I'm trying to take my.